Welcome, friends. We meet again. Let's just start by coming to our mats and welcoming ourselves to the practice today. You can close your eyes if you'd like, but really just start to focus on the inhale and the exhale. Start with a couple of deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. And when you feel ready, start to come back to your regular breath, still in touch with it. So hopefully you're a bit more in touch with the breath. Stay in tune with the breath and start to roll the shoulders towards the back of the room. This can feel really nice after a long day or maybe even just waking up. Reverse and bring those shoulders towards the front of the room 4 times. Remembering to stay in touch with the breath. Sitting up nice and tall. I like to even move the flesh of my buttocks out towards the side a little bit so I can really feel my sit bones as I sit upright. Reach that right arm up to the sky. And then gently take that right hand and guide your head gently towards the side. Spider those fingers on the left hand away from your body, just so that you can get a little reach away from the body on that left side. And do your best to keep both shoulders away from your ears as best you can. It's totally okay to play with the angle a bit here of your head. So if maybe you want to look towards the mat like I just did, or maybe you want to make a teeny tiny adjustment and look towards the ceiling, that's totally okay too. I encourage you to look for the areas that give you a little bit of pushback, or they feel super tense as you come across them. Once you find them, give yourself a little time to hold that so that area can get the attention it needs. Beautiful friends, we are going to gently come out of this neck release on the right side. Let that arm release, take a little bit of a breather, and then go ahead and do the same thing on the other side, taking that left hand and gently just guiding your head towards the mat. Reaching out that right arm. You're probably going to feel a little bit of a more intense stretch reaching out that right arm. Gently come out of that neck release on the left side and go ahead and reach that right foot out to the side, bringing that left sole of the foot towards the inner thigh of that right leg. Shift your body over so that you can walk your hands out and your body is over that right leg. You don't have to point the foot or flex. Kind of just find a comfortable loose foot. I always recommend placing the palms up in poses like this. The reason why I do that is because I know I'm somebody with a dance background who will try and reach for more stretch or force a deeper stretch. When I place my palms up, the wanting to do that kind of goes away. You're a bit limited, and it forces you to kind of just relax into the shape that you've created to allow your body to naturally fall deeper into where it wants to go. For some of you, you might feel the sensation in the back of the leg, maybe in the hamstring, maybe even in your calf. For others, you might feel this specifically in your low back area, which is totally normal. And for some, you might even find that you feel a sensation in your upper back as well. Just remember to breathe and hold the shape. Amazing. Start to walk your hands back up towards the body. Give yourself a moment. See how you feel and go ahead and switch to the other side, making sure you just give your torso a shift so that you are over the left leg now. really felt good on this side for me. I don't know about you, but go ahead and gently just come out of the pose. And we're going to meet on our right hip, placing our left leg right on top, stacking it right on top of that right leg. That top left foot on top of that right foot. And you see me just holding this side pose. You can come to your elbow if on both hands is a little too intense for you. That's totally fine. But what you're looking for here is a sensation in the side body. It should feel like a bit of a stretch. Some people might feel it really prevalent by the torso and rib area, and some might even feel it a little more intense, more by your hip, maybe even psoas. So I just want you to feel out where you need to be. You also don't have to be as high as I am. You can also either come to the elbow like I showed before, or bring those hands out a little further away from you. And you can also come up a little higher if you need to as well, if you feel like you're not finding your stretch. Remember to breathe. If it helps here to close your eyes, close your eyes. If you're uncomfortable with closing your eyes, try and soften your gaze or find a point in the room that you're in to focus on. And remember, in Yin Yoga, everything we do is intentional and it's slow. So there's no rush. Really awesome job. Go ahead and swing those feet around to the other side. If you need to do a little shimmy like I just gave, that's totally fine. And then we're just gonna find the same shape on the other side. Remember, sometimes we walk around a little imbalanced, or some sides get neglected unintentionally. It's okay if this side looks different. As you can see here, I'm higher up than I was on the right side. And that's totally fine as long as you're feeling the sensation that you set out for. Beautiful friends, let's go ahead and come out of side seal and meet each other on our backs on our mat, bringing the soles of the feet to the mat, bending the knees. And we're going to make a figure 4 here, so take that right foot on top of the left knee. Lift the hips up off the mat and shift your hips over to the right. And then all you're going to do is let that foot fall to the ground as you come into a twist in this shape. What this is going to aim for is our IT band. You can open out that right arm outstretched. You can look towards that right hand, or you can look towards the ceiling, whatever you're comfortable with. And also note that you see my hand just placed on my knee. It doesn't take too much arm strength or effort. You're welcome to place the hand there or at the right ankle. But we do that so that our right knee is not caving forward or trying to move forward towards the ground. We want it to actually have our knee facing the ceiling. The aim of the stretch is to get our IT band, which is on the side of our leg. So we're still focusing here on our side body. Lovely. Use your core a little bit, come back to the center, find neutral hips again, release the figure 4, and then go ahead and make your figure 4 using that left foot on top of the right knee. Lift your hips up and shift those hips to the left before you go and fall into your twist. Keeping both shoulders on the mat. Paying attention to your breath, in tune with your inhale and your exhale. That was really delicious. I needed that specifically for this side. Go ahead and come out of the pose. Let your feet stretch out in front of you. And grab opposite elbows, bring the arms over the head, and then start to scoot just your head and your upper body over to the right. And then your feet are going to take a little walk and follow you to the right. We call this banana pose because essentially you're making kind of like a curved shape here with your body that resembles a banana. I always suggest placing that left foot on top of the right. I do that just because it feels very secure and it helps with holding the pose. This is one of my favorite poses. It really digs into that side body, and you will really start to notice how much we can often neglect our side body when you do banana pose. So I'm going to come back to you in a bit. Remember, your bum and your hips should be on the mat still. So if you feel like anything is lifting off the mat or you're struggling to hold the position, that just might mean you don't bring your feet over as far. Start to wiggle your upper body back to the center and then let the feet follow. And then you're going to repeat on the other side. All right, friends, come out of that banana pose on the left side and just get comfy on your mat. Take up space. Let the feet turn out and fall outwards, whatever's comfortable. Placing the palms of our hands on the ground. And this last pose, we're just going to find Savasana and rest and ground ourselves before we go into whatever is next for our day. Maybe it's slumber, maybe you have a whole day ahead of you, or maybe this was the pick me up you needed in the middle of the day. I thank you for joining me. I'm going to leave you here and take as long as you need. Be well, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you on the next video.